go.
おい、久しぶりだな。急いでるみたいだな。アメリカでお前を待ってるやつのとこまで帰れると思うなよ。もう終わりにするか。死ねよお前。
怖えか怖えかやばいよお前。何起きてんだよ。どうだこら。やめろから逃がさねえぞ。もう終わりだよ。
You know I usually work alone.
Everyone needs a little help sometimes.
Well, I guess we're even now.
You didn't even tell me you were leaving. You know, America is never going to change. The men are lost. The culture is broken.
I know. And I have to try.
It's gonna cost you a lot of trouble. Stay with me. We can do so much good from here.
I'm sorry. I can't. Gotta go.
Fine. Then I'll come with you.
Let's go. It's time to fight.
That really happened, guys. It was one hell of a trip to get here, but I cleaned up a little bit before the live stream, but here we are, and I gotta say, I've missed you so much. And that's right, yours truly, I have relocated to the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. And we are back, boys. It's good to be back, man. It's been a while. It's been a while. And welcome, welcome, welcome to the show. I got to say, guys, we got a lot to talk about. But before I even get started, we have a whole new lineup program ready to roll for you guys. That's right, as you saw there. Starting tomorrow, 3 times a week, I am going to be giving free Zoom webinar training all the way up to July 21st. That's right, you heard me. I am going to give you guys free Zoom training 3 times a week because the Masculine Empowerment Network is back and we have revamped the entire thing. So, before we even get going, I need you guys to help me out a little bit. Take a look right here, because this is what we're going to be doing. Again, like I said, the free Zoom preparation training for the Masculine Empowerment Network starts tomorrow. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, I will be meeting with you guys in Zoom. Again, completely for free. Every question will be answered, but you got to go and you got to join my community because I've got a new friend. And, well, you may have heard of him. His name is Alex Hormuz. And Alex and I will be meeting this Friday as I go to Vegas. And as you know, Alex is a big stakeholder in Skool. And working together with him and his team, we are going to take this entire community to the next level. The highest level you have ever seen. High enough to bring me back home to the United States of America. So, before we get going on today's episode, do me a favor, go to skool.com/MLD. Make sure it's all lowercase and join up because we are going live tomorrow night. All right, you're not going to want to miss out on that because, like I said, the Masculine Empowerment Network is coming back and it's better than ever. And I'm just so happy to be back, guys. It's been one heck of a journey getting here. And, you know, while I was not live streaming, you know, I just felt like a part of me was missing. And that part of me is you guys out there. Thanks to everybody who's been here from day one. And, yeah, I mean, it's been quite the reverse culture shock here in America, I gotta say. The amount of stuff that I have seen is, you know, quite a lot. And shout out to Mike Harton, who just joined the Zoom community, or excuse me, the Skool community right now. Right here, common W for you, Mike Harton, because he's locked and loaded and he is in the community. I'm so happy to be back, guys. I got to say, man, it really, really, really dawned on me that doing this is the reason I am alive. There is no going back. You know, we are here and we're going to keep on keeping on. And yeah, I'm so excited, I got to say. So, like I said, pop on into the waiting list right there. Go to skool.com/MLD. And yeah, what a time to be alive, man. What a time to be alive. Yeah, just go ahead and click on this link here with Billy and get in, because we're going live tomorrow night with the free coaching starting at 7 p.m. And as you guys, shout out to KM, who's all the way down in Adelaide, Australia. He also just got into the Skool community. We've got a lot to talk about, boys. We've got a lot to talk about. Look at me, I'm so hot in this new studio. You know, because I was escaping the mainstream mafia, as you saw. Thank God. With a little bit of money, muscles, game, and frame, you can get anything done, hey? Yeah, man. So I got to tell you, boys, it was quite the journey getting back to the States. Very, very, very hard. But I'm going to tell you why I'm back here. I'm back here to continue to build this network, because for some of you guys that are on the outside who have never actually met me in real life and never actually joined my network and seen exactly what's going on, this is a real thing. This is a real network. This is a real group of people. And when you join my network, okay, we both benefit from it. The amount of incredible men that I have met from this channel, and women, honestly. My lovely friend Mandy, who's watching at home right now, one of the female fans. You know, I've just, it is seriously a blessing from God above that I am able to even participate in this. And I just got to tell you guys from the bottom of my heart, I am eternally grateful for you guys that are watching me. And you might be thinking right now, oh, you know, I'm just some guy at the gym right now. I'm just some guy watching you on the TV in my living room, smoking some hookah in Los Angeles. You know who I'm talking to. You might just think, oh, I'm just a regular guy. I'm just, you know, I'm a guy. No, you're not. You're not. If you're just a guy, then so am I, right? And being back in America is great. And then shout out to my great, wonderful friend, Mr. King Dre, the father I never had. Oh, man, sometimes King Dre yells at me and I feel like he's my dad. I'm like, okay, this is what it feels like. He's a great guy. You want to talk about a person with a heart of gold, that's King Dre. But yeah, guys, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like low-key fucking getting emotional right now. Like, I'm tearing up. I gotta say, man, just the impact that this channel has had on my life, and just meeting you guys and doing this, waking up every day. This is all I do. This is all I do. Every day since 2019, I have been coaching you guys, meeting you guys, and you guys don't understand just so much potential, so much strength, so much courage, so much just power and youth in the young guys that I meet. Sometimes you guys are so great. I just think to myself, like, why are these guys even watching me? Like, why? I don't get it, you know? But I do get it at the same time. And I gotta say, you know, you guys are amazing. Every single last one of you watches me, you know? So I want to say that. And then shout out to Dr. B, who's been a member for 51 months. This man is a great person. I met this guy in real life, and I'm telling you guys, we're going to be doing a lot more down on the ground. So you might be asking yourself, where the hell did MLD leave Japan? What the hell is he doing here? Well, you know, I was in Japan for 10 and a half years, right? And to be very honest, I'm just going to keep it 1,000 with everybody, okay? In Tokyo, there's pretty much 3 things to do, all right? It's a city, it's a little bit boring. And, oh, look at that. Give me 1 second. Look at that. Some things never change. Yeah. But in good old Tokyo, there's basically, just 3 things you can do in Tokyo. And it is, everything runs its course. You know what I mean? Everything runs its course. And including the time you spend away, the time that is, away from your people, away from your home, away from your family. And, it's just not necessarily the best long-term strategy. Give me 1 second, boys. Let me try and fix this. God. 1 second.
Time to get paid, blow, time to get paid, time to get paid, blow up like I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, time to get paid, blow, time to get paid, time to get paid, blow up like I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, time to get paid, blow, time to get paid, time to get paid, blow up like I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, time to get paid, blow, time to get paid, time to get paid, blow up like I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing.
All right, boys, we're having some really bad camera problem. I have no idea what's going on. We have to just kind of give it a couple goes here. But in the meantime, while I try to figure this out, let's talk. The real ones will stick around. If you got to go, you got to go. But bear with me here. But yeah, man, just living in Tokyo was just not, it kind of just ran its course, honestly. The top 3 things to do in Tokyo are go to restaurants, club, party, nightlife, all that, really fun, right? And just hooking up with a bunch of girls. But, hedonic adaptation and, that kind of lifestyle, it's only fun for so long. I will be honest with you. It is only fun for so long. After a while, you kind of just get sick of it. And, there is a massive growing, like super strong right-wing movement happening around the world, if I were to be honest with you guys. But also, especially happening in Japan. And just the day-to-day racism that I was dealing with. And, I'm really not one to complain about pretty much anything, right? But you get tired of getting treated like crap no matter where you are. And everything was just inconvenient. It was just like, Japan isn't this super advanced utopia as people say it is. It's kind of a shithole, to be honest with you. I mean, it's just, they are so behind on so many different things. And they are just very intolerant of the foreigners. And then also, in addition to that, right, you have the influx of all of these freaking YouTube losers, these TikTok losers coming into Japan, acting a goddamn fool, and then I am getting secondhand shit treatment just for being there. And because they think I'm one of them. Thank God our very own Andrew Esquire from The Legal Mindset is leading the charge to throw Johnny Somali in jail down at Korea. And he's going to be doing some time for sure. So, it just ran its course, boys. It just ran its course. And, if you want to talk about a bigger problem too, Japan is a country of 127 million people approximately, right? And last year, they only had about 800,000 children. Since 2010, the nation of Japan has consistently sold more adult diapers than baby diapers. 4 out of 10 people in Japan as well are 65 or older. So when you run the numbers too, it wasn't the great place that it used to be. Japan's best days are behind it. And more importantly, the craziest part too is the Japanese simping has gotten out of control. Okay? To the point now, okay? Because when you go to live in Asia, you see how Asian dudes simp. It's like at a whole new level. These Japanese dudes are paying these girls $200 just to show up on dates. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I never have, never will. No thank you. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Okay? No. Absolutely not. And that's just something, I just didn't want to do. And more importantly, right, the biggest thing was, I have niece and nephews now, right? And when I would leave America, because I would come home here, anywhere 2 times a year, And every time it came home, it would cost me anywhere between $10,000 to $15,000 per trip, right? And that wasn't too much of a pain in the ass. But the biggest thing that sucked was that when I would leave, okay, when I would leave Japan, come home and see the kid, talk about the worst comeback stream ever. Holy God. We're there now. But yeah, talk about the worst all-time worst comeback stream ever. But yeah, you know, when I would leave and come back, you know, my nieces and nephews, they would just be a completely different, like, version of them. Like, they would just, you know, disappear into the ether. And, you know, you can only trade a certain amount of time chasing chicks, wasting time, all that nonsense, and get bored of it. And I can honestly say I've completely gotten it out of my system. Yeah. And in my experience too, these guys who are just like endlessly chasing girls, you know, something's wrong when you're like endlessly chasing girls. Like, something's not right. You know, something is seriously off, and, you know, I just didn't want to, I didn't want to participate in that anymore. It was no longer serving me. It was no longer gratifying me. So here we are. Well, oh boy. I guess we're just going to have to do it like this. We're just going to have to rock and roll. Yeah, no more paying Japanese taxes too on top of that, right? I mean, it's just, like I said, super brutal. Super, super, super brutal.
Time to get paid, blow. Time to get paid. Time to get paid, blow up like I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, time to get paid, blow. Time to get paid. Time to get paid, blow up like I'm blowing up like you thought thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, time to get paid, blow. Time to get paid. Time to get paid, blow up like I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm blowing up like you thought I would. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. And if you don't know, I'm
Brutal. Brutal. We're back. We're back. There we go. God, Jesus, you guys are the best. I'm just not going to touch anything, and hopefully we're okay. Brutal, brutal, brutal. But we're here. Anyways, yeah. So we're back. The conspiracy that they're after me lives on. But yeah, you know, I think it just ran its course. You know what I mean? It just ran its course. SOCOM 2 loading times on the 56K. Goodness gracious. Yeah, mate. But yeah, dude, like that was it, man. That was just being there. It was just, you know, like I said, it was just the racism, you know, the culture, speaking Japanese every day. I was just so sick of it. And you know, if I could be honest with you guys too, I felt like in my body something was wrong with Tokyo. Like, I don't know, because Tokyo is just so tight, and there's so much Wi-Fi, and there's so much cell phone towers, and there's so much all this stuff, and it was just like, I don't know, my body didn't feel good, if that makes any sense. My body did not feel good. And, you know, it was just time to go. It was time to go. And since I've been back, there has not been a single day, there's not been a single moment where I thought to myself, hey, you know what? I want to come back to Japan. No, at all. Not at all. There's not even one iota of a second. And I'm so glad to be back. You know, but yeah, you know, I'm here. I will tell you guys, I am in the great state of Florida. I'm not in Orlando. A lot of people think I'm in Orlando. I bought a house, and I'm in like the middle of the woods in a very top secret location that will never be revealed. Okay. But yeah, you know, and I've been,
Shut up and take my money.
been back. Thank you. Ken Rose, $5 super chat, says, greetings, MLD. My apologies if this is irrelevant to the stream, but what do you think of the current state of crypto? We have so much strength in this market. Don't worry. Tomorrow, Tokyo Crypto Show. We're alive. It's going to be great. Okay? It's great. Anoop is in the house. He says, W, middle of the woods, housing. And then he was also a member. Thank you so much for signing back up. You're the best. You are the master of flexible. Oh, thank you. There's a couple girls that'll tell you that, too. But yeah, you know, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. And I'm happy. I'm happy with my new life here. You know, rebuilding the social circle. But here's the plan moving forward. This channel has changed the lives of millions of people around the world. And importantly, it's like so many people.
Shut up and take my money.
Thank you, Ken Rose. That's super nice of you, bro. $2 super chat. P.S. Blessings to have you back. No, you guys are the blessings, man. And you guys sat here through all the tech trouble just now. I'm so sorry. But, you know, that's the thing. Like the camera, for example. The camera, and there's like a software problem that's wrong with everything that's going on here. And then like, if I want to get something done in Japan, anything you want to get done in Japan, first of all, it's a fucking hassle. Second of all, you have like 900 papers of paperwork, okay? And then everything's done in Japanese. And then, like I said, you get to a point you're just like, you know what? I'm sick of it. I am so over it, okay? So, welcome back to Florida. St. Petersburg resident here. Hey, listen. Guys, listen. Florida is a terrible place. Do not come here, okay? Everything will kill you. Alligators will kill you. Hood rats will kill you. Everything will kill you. Don't come to Florida. Go to California. It's way better. Don't come to Florida, okay? Just stay away, okay? It's terrible. Don't come here. Are you going to rename the Tokyo Crypto Show Florida Crypto Show? No, we're going to keep the name. Tokyo Crypto Show is a cool name. I like it. It was born and raised in Tokyo. So, and the guys we have on this season 2 are just like phenomenal guys. We have been heavily monitoring the situation with Iran and Israel. There's so much strength in these markets, but like I said, tune in tomorrow because we have so much to tell you guys. Okay? Yeah, the heat and humidity will kill you. Exactly. Don't come. Okay? So, I'm back. And here's the thing moving forward. Like I said, we're building up the Skool community. I am going to go meet with Alex Hormuz himself this Friday. I'm flying out to Vegas, and me and Alex are sitting down and having a complete one-on-one, okay? And I'm just going to say this now, guys. Whatever he tells me to do, I'm doing it, okay? So this free Skool thing that I'm launching right now, if you don't join, if you don't go to Skool.com, actually, I got to change this right here. We changed it for you boys because now the secret's out, right? Just go to here. Go to Skool.com/MLD, all lowercase. And you'll be in and you'll be locked and loaded. But you know what, guys? It's like I feel like such a sense of relief that I'm back too. Listen, you guys may thinking this is some kind of you got me thinking that this is just like some kind of internet thing, but this is like real. We actually meet up. We have like a real 100% authentic, amazing community. So another part of me coming back to America is I am building an elite group of top tier men, okay? I've already linked up some great people in Florida, and we have some heavy hitters in this community. So if you've never been and you want to join, now's the time. Go to Skool.com, MLD. Come talk to me tomorrow night. Everything you want to talk. You want to talk about crypto? You want to talk about the war, dating, everything. Come on back, okay? So, 40 minutes into the introduction, one gigantic camera failure, and 1,000 annoying messages from Dr. Mellons, who's about to get permanently banned because she's so annoying. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have to ban her for the show. Let's go. I'll unban you later. You're just being too dumb and annoying. Go fuck with someone else's dream. But yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So I've been back to America, guys, and I gotta say, I'm having a little bit of culture shock. And that's what today's episode is about, because I wanted to get this off my chest. I wanted to tell you guys what's going on, okay? And we have the, will it be? Did you see, somebody sent it to me, but he was like crying about Israel attacking Iran, apparently on Twitter. I don't even know why. I mean, this guy's just a joke that keeps on giving. But it's, yeah, it's easily. He doesn't have the charisma. He doesn't have the charm. He doesn't have it. How can he give you what he has? That's like going to Richard Cooper and be like, "Hey, Rich, how should I style my hair?" Like, what is he gonna say? Like get a fucking washcloth and shine it up real nice. Like, Roy, it's the man, is in the house. When I did that 5-day water fast, me and Roy had a competition. And Roy beat me. I gotta say, big ups to you, Roy. You're the man. You beat me, fair and square.
Get money!
So, yeah, man. Yeah, Gringo Vaquero, he says, men who have made life abroad and been deep in games seem to always follow the path around 40 and come back to USA, plant roots, find stability. Same happened to me. Well, listen, guys, you know, we're going to talk about, we're going to go into depth here, okay, as to why I'm back, okay? And, guys, there is so much opportunity in this country. Gentlemen, I have to tell you, if you're after the age of 35 and you are not financially where you want to be and you're struggling and you're having a hard time, you are mismanaging your life, okay? We're going to talk about that right now because I'm going to go deep. So, top 10 brutal truths about America today. All right, number 1. This one I've been talking about for a while, okay? I've been talking about it for a while, but it's a real reality for me right now. I would have to say starting off here with the top 10, 90% of the food in this country is absolutely poisoned. As you guys know, I've been living in Japan. I've been living in Tokyo since 2017. And since I came back here, I had a lot of nostalgia. I was like, oh, I want to eat Chick-fil-A. I want to eat some Chipotle. I want to go to Zaxby's, you know? I want to eat some sliced deli meat, right? I want to do all these things. And I have had some of the worst reactions I've ever had in my life to food that it scared me. It has scared me. I honestly, I'm just getting incredibly bloated. And I went to a Mexican restaurant in Orlando. I was with some friends, and you know, they wanted to take me out. They're like, hey, let's go to this Mexican restaurant. I was like, yeah, sure, let's go, whatever. You know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm watching calories. You know, I haven't seen people in a while. And I ate some of this queso, you know, as you do, queso and chips, and had some like carne asada. And when I ate this food, I felt like a wave of, excuse me, I felt like a wave of depression hit me. I got bloated. I'll tell you what happened. I got bloated. I got extremely tired. And then, like, I got, like, existentially depressed. I got, like, legitimate, and I'm a happy person. I'm, like, a genuinely happy guy. And I had the worst ever feeling come over me. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And my stomach bloats up hugely when I eat this stuff. There's something seriously wrong with the food in America. It like sticks to you, okay? And we're talking about seed oils. We're talking about preservatives. We're talking about dyes, okay? Chemicals. Unbelievable. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Guys, I know every fucking influencer out there is saying, just order Uber Eats. I'm too like alpha to fucking cook because I'm out here making millions of dollars. Shut the fuck up. You're about to have $1 million fucking cancer bill. All right? Because that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. If you do some research, they have pinpointed that the rate of obesity in America is going up, and it corresponds with the rate of home cooking. It's going down. And every man should learn how to cook, and here's why. Okay? One, it's an amazing at-home date because you can set the frame, you can lead her, you can guide her in the kitchen, and you can tell her what to do. Okay? And you can see and vet her. Is she cooperative? Is she combative? Is she not a good team player? Or is she? She's a team player. She's cooperative. She knows how to be a good kitchen partner. Okay? Two, when you know how to cook good, you know how to train your woman, whoever she is coming into your life, how to cook good if she needs training, which most of them do, okay? Same thing for like cleaning and taking care of your household. If you don't know how to cook and clean and maintain your household properly, then you're gonna probably just, adopt some vagabond woman and have her come in and ruin your life with her uncleanliness and bad habits, bad diet, bad habits in her cleanliness, all that stuff. You can't be having that, okay? Eating at home is healthier. This is not true too, okay? Because I'm friends with Brandon. King Keto orders food all the time. If he does, he orders set food from set menu, okay? But he cooks breakfast for himself sometimes, or he eats his sardines. Okay, I'm personal friends with this guy, so hear me out. And his girlfriend cooks for him, at home. So he's not always just eating Uber Eats. And that's the difference. He makes $4 million a year with his company. You don't. So if you want to have a conversation, when you make $4 million a year, pick up the phone, give me a call, book a consult, modernlifedating.com, and we'll talk it out. But in the meantime, trust me on this, okay? What's my incentive? What's my incentive to tell you guys to save money, save time, and save calories, and save yourself from cancer? The more processed food people eat, the higher the rates of cancer, guys. Straight up, okay? So that's the first one. Number 10, 90% of the food in this country, of the United States of America, is poison. So shout out to my European bros in the Hot Dude Army. Shout out to my Latinos. Hell, I just got back from Mexico. I gotta say, man, Mexican people are some of the sweetest, nicest people. If you've ever been to Mexico, and this is one I love this about these Latin American cultures, because it was like this in Colombia, even though I would never, ever, ever go to Colombia. So played out. Colombia is so fucking 2016, by the way, guys. Okay? Don't forget who the original Passport Bro is, okay? And the leader of the Passport Bro network is your boys here, okay? When you're walking around in Mexico, these people are complete strangers. Buenos tardes, buenos dias, buenos noches, which is good morning, good evening, good night, right? They're just so kind. They're so friendly. They're so full of humanity. In America, I don't understand why are the women just so angry all the time? I don't understand it. Just walking around and seeing these unkempt animals just walking around with perma cunt face, I do not understand it at all. But there it is. And then shout out to Jay, who just signed up for Skool, and then shout out to John, who gave me this flag. John in the chat, Kurhi, I know you'd love that, buddy. You made an impact on my life, and so now I want to make an impact on yours. He made me this flag, guys. I didn't make this flag. Kurhi in the chat took his own time, took his own money, and made me this flag. And now I want to share it all with you, okay? So the memberships are pouring into. Shout out to James, George, Oscar O, JFK Super Nigga, Michael Amata, aka Silk Shirt, Giovanni, Tracy, and my great friend Roy F. I'm not gonna say his last name. Guys, we got a BlackRock insider in the Hot Dude Army. I'm just saying. And then shout out, guys. Shout out to my friend Roy. He is dealing with cancer right now, and he's fighting it. And this guy is one of the strongest people I've talked to in a very, very long time. He's a super smart guy, super dedicated, works at BlackRock, is dealing with the cancer. So guys, show some love in the chat right here for Roy. Just put a W, Roy, in the chat. W Roy for him. He's gonna win this battle against cancer. And yeah, did you get to talk with Thor before? Yeah, unfortunately, you guys know Red Pill Thor did pass away. That's why I went out and visited him. I was one of the few people that went out and visited him. Rollo Tomasi's a piece of shit. He didn't go out and visit him, even though Thor wanted him. I got to see who's who, really, when Thor passed away. That just made me sick to my stomach. But hey, and then these are all for you, Roy. I'm gonna throw these up in the chat. W for you, W Roy, guys. Give Roy a W in the chat. He's beating cancer right now. He's gonna win. He's gonna conquer it. Let's put these W's up on the screen for you, boy. Shout out to you, my man. W Roy, and Dio. Yeah, rest in peace, Thor. Roy for you, big guy. W Roy, Luciana, my Latina wife. She's here. Rest in peace, Thor. Yeah, double Roy. Yeah. Was the sweetheart, always is. He's with us. Rest in peace, Thor. Yeah, God bless him, man. That was very hard. Shout out to you, Sumomo, my great friend. But yeah, but going back to the original thing, guys, we're going to be talking about this, the Masculine Empowerment Network, the new version, okay? This is a big part of the game we're going to be changing. Okay, number 9. Guys, we got to have a real come to Jesus talk here, right? Look at that, throwing me kisses. I feel so loved. I'm here now. We can get married, just throwing it out there. Number 9, being fat is the norm in America, and it is crazy. Obesity is not the exception. At this point, it's expected. You know, I thought I would only see the fat ladies on, you know, the internet, but I went to Publix, and I saw this creature of the night just scooting around, all 300 plus pounds. Jesus Christ, bro. Holy God. Jesus, take the wheel. Guys, I gotta tell you, man, being fat is completely unacceptable. You have got to fix this and got to work on this. You've got to get that handled, guys. It's the number one thing within your control. And it is just, it is so bad. Because, and here's the problem with fat people, mainly fat women, right? The problem with fat women is by them being so fat, okay, they artificially inflate the value of all the non-fat women around them. So all the women who are not fat in America are now automatically 6s. The 5, the middle of the bell curve, the median, the 5 and below are it's like, how fat are you? So if you're like kind of fat, you're a 5. If you're like, you know, you're pretty fat, you're a 4. If you're obese, you're a 3. If you're super obese, you're a 2. And if you're morbidly obese, like the lady I saw in Publix, who traumatized me and ruined my day, you're a 1. Okay? Wild. It's not okay. It's not okay. And this is the only country in the world that is like this. And I'm telling you, there is a what's the word I'm looking for? Correlation between the food and the obesity here. It's connection, okay? You know, so you got to be careful with that, especially for you guys, because as you get older, it gets harder to get off, right? And it can happen so quickly. If you don't have a general idea of calories, you don't have a general idea of macros, all of that stuff, you're going to be in trouble, man. You're going to be in trouble. Kanye said it best. Kanye said it best right here. I see fat bitches and I feel sexually violated. I do. I'm offended. My great friend Lou, the lifting lawyer, he and I share the same disdain. And we're both like, when we see on dating apps, like a fat girl swiped right on us, we get offended. We're like, how dare you? Like, how dare you think you have a shot at the title? Okay? You have no shot at the title. You're not even a contender. You're not even a jobber. Okay? You can't even fill in if my title shot contender drops out. Okay? No, thank you. just sign up for Skool. Don't read out my real name. Okay, so shout out to... I'm not going to do it. Shout out to Isaiah, who just joined Skool.com. Shout out to Kyle. Shout out to G Money. Okay, let's see. How many people we got in there now? We have 20 new members already in Skool. Listen, we're going to have a conversation tomorrow night, guys. So if you want to get on, get on. Is YouTube's throttling the stream? How do you know? Maybe, I don't know. Hey, it is what it is, man. Look, guys, you guys think I'm going to like just go quietly into tonight? Do you guys know how much I paid for one day with Alex Hormuz? I paid $100,000 to meet this guy. That's how dedicated I am to this channel. That's how dedicated I am to turning this around. I don't care if the whole fucking world throttles me. You're not gonna stop me from getting my fucking dreams accomplished. Nobody is gonna stop me. No one. Not a single fucking person is gonna stop me. I am a determined man. And I am determined to change your life. I'm determined to build a gigantic community for us. I'm determined to do the biggest USA tour ever done for this channel. I'm not going anywhere, boys. They can throttle all they want. They can shadow ban all they want, okay? They can do everything. I'm not fucking leaving. I'm not fucking going anywhere, motherfuckers. You understand me? I'm not going anywhere. So throttle away. I don't give a fuck. Period. Okay? Period. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Excuse me. But yeah, guys, the obesity, that's the fatness is wild, bro. That's wild. That's wild, okay? We're gonna go to number 8. And I think this is America exclusive thing, because number 8, I have noticed, especially the men, but in America, people can't focus. People can't stay disciplined. People have no self-control. It's like the wild, wild, all you can eat, all you can drink, cheap dopamine depression fest over here. It's like, I see this chick last night, almost like, I was talking to my friend Mandy on the call, right? Me and Mandy are talking, and we're having a good old time. I love Mandy. She's so fun. And me and Mandy are talking. I'm on the phone, okay? The producer and director of the commercial that you just saw, the most epic commercial, which we'll be playing here right after we get to episode. You guys want to see it again or what? I don't know. If you want to see it, you let me know. I mean, I feel like it was all right. I feel like it was pretty good. But if you guys don't want to see it, let me know. I'll just won't play it again. I won't play it again. Because I think there's some new people who didn't see it at the beginning. Put a 1 if you didn't see the full commercial for the new and improved Masculine Empowerment Network. Put a 1 if you haven't seen it in the chat, because I've got a lot of people in here. We got so many people. You said YouTube started the stream. I don't know about that. Okay. But, Anoop, you haven't seen it? Anoop, don't rewind, bro. Don't rewind. Don't rewind. You're going to love it. Okay. Roy, you're going to love it too. Okay. Yeah, put a 1 in the chat if you haven't. And tell me, we're gonna get to that. But I was on the phone with Mandy, and I was texting. Don't do this, by the way. I was on the phone with Mandy, and then I was texting, doing some revisions and edits to the commercial, and navigating on. I got a new Tesla. It's pretty awesome. Model Y. It's lit. 2026 Model Y. Yeah. Fast as hell. Thank God it throttles me and stops me at 127 miles an hour. Not that I know or break the law. I read that online. And this chick is just like driving, and she almost hits me. She's just driving. She's not looking at her phone. It's just like, da-da-da. I'm just freaking, no big deal. Where is it?
Uh-oh, retard alert.
Right? This chick almost hit me. I was talking to a lady at Chipotle, trying to get my order in. The middle of the order, she's just... I'm like... Ma'am? Is everything okay? Do you know what chicken and steak means? Because I'd like a double chicken and steak burrito bowl, like right now. Not in 5 minutes, not in 10 minutes, like now. This is fast food, but you're not fast. What's going on here? Was she Asian? No. She was not. Plus, she was Asian. She probably got it done. No, she's a big old Latina lady. I don't get it. The guys, the men too, like, there's a lot going on with the guys too, man. The lack of focus. People are zoning out mid-conversation. People are zoning out mid-call. Like, I don't even know what's going on when I talk to these people. It's really kind of crazy. But if you can focus, you're going to crush it. You're going to crush it. So let's go to number 7. Okay? This is a little brutal, but it is what it is. I have a new name for this group of people that we're going to be talking about, okay? And this is what I like to call the Goblin Army, okay? I would say in America, about 70% of the women that I have seen so far are broken on pretty much every level. They are financially broken, okay? They are physically broken. I don't get it. When I walk around, because I just got back from Mexico, right? When I see these girls, like, they just look so miserable, okay? I live in a dirt road, off a dirt road in the middle of the woods, okay? And I have some neighbors. And I see these two chicks, they're a little fat. One's fat, one's obese, and they're walking every morning to lose weight. And, I'm a big supporter of anybody losing weight, And I just wave to them every day. And they're always like sometimes they wave at me, but sometimes they're just like, what are you waving at me for? I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna fucking run you over, ho. You better fucking wave back with a smile on your fucking face. Why are you so miserable, spreading your misery everywhere? Go home and be miserable. Close the fucking door. I don't get it. It's wild. It's unbelievable. Because I'm just like, what is going on here? The fuck is going on? The manliness is out of control. Okay? These girls don't know how to be women. They don't act like women. They don't dress like women. There's no feminine grace to them. They curse. They speak like a man. They spit. And it's just like, oh my God, you are a disgusting animal. Like, straight up. Haram! Like, they don't even need Jesus. They need Sharia law. And by Sharia law, I mean beatings. Okay? Obviously just a joke. But for real, these bitches don't even need Jesus. They need Sharia. They need Sharia law, bro. Boys. Shalom to you, Brother John. Shout out to you. My friend went to Israel with his family, and they got caught recently in all the turmoil. And I was able to contact a rescue company and help him, his wife, and his 3 children get out of Israel. So, I think hallelujah applies to Jewish people too. I don't have I got a Allah Akbar, I got a hallelujah. I don't know. But he's out. Shout out to him. Good friend of mine, good kid. We got him out. Thank God. Thank God. But yeah, man. But going back to the women, they're just like, they're just they're like an unruly dance partner. that don't know their place. They don't know how to do the dance. They don't know how to do the thing, like how to be a lady. They don't understand feminine grace. They don't understand the power they have in feminine energy. They're so like masculine and manly, and you know, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild to see because they're so unhappy. And I mean, because they're shying away from their nature. Like that's like making a man wear a dress all the time and be like, you know, this is your true nature. Because they're telling the women like, oh yeah, be a boss babe, be a corporate slave, do all this crap. You know, then you'll be like a real woman. And they're following this, you know, like hook, line, sinker. And then on top of that, they're like, oh, you could be fat too. Like, just be fat, be manly. You don't have to worry about your personality too much. If you want to be an insufferable cunt, that's fine. The world is your oyster, girls. Go ahead and do whatever you want. Just make sure you sign up for our da-da-da-da and take your money. That's all it is. They bought the biggest psyop ever. But, you know, it's made me realize that, like, you absolutely need game, without a shadow of a doubt. You absolutely need game to, like, understand and how to vet through these monsters and how to find a good one. Okay, because the competition here is pretty brutal. Especially if you don't have it going on, you're gonna die alone, like statistically speaking. Shout out to James S, who just joined Skool. Shout out to Vinny, who just joined Skool. Shout out to Austin, who just joined Skool. Shout out to my great friend Raul, who just signed up, and then Alberto, Lloyd Kitchens, and Chris Garcia. Shout out to all you boys that are at skool.com/MLD. We have now 27 new members. So come on in, because I said tomorrow we're going live. And I'm going to tell you, if you guys like crypto, I'm going to give you guys so much sauce tomorrow. Okay, because everybody's worried about Israel and Iran. Listen, I hope these sand people nuke the hell out of each other. Because you know why? It's given me the best entries ever on crypto. And a lot has happened with Ethereum. By the time I've been gone, guys, to right now, what has been happening with Ethereum has been unbelievably crazy. So tomorrow, 7 p.m., we're going to handle every single question you boys got. But it's only going to be there for you if you're in skool.com/MLD. Okay, bro, looking like Men in Black. Listen, you'll see. Because I just, I was wearing this as I escaped to America from Japan. Okay. Luciana, exactly. I smile at people. It's the females who don't reciprocate. Exactly. Like, I'm nice to everybody at the gym, and I just was nice to a girl, and she was acting like I was trying to fucking rape her. I was like, first of all, you need to calm down, okay? Because you're not all that. Second of all, are you okay? Like, at what point in your family, at your childhood, at what point did your parents tell you, just go into the world and be a cunt? Like, what's going on here? Okay, please tell me what's going on. So that's a big thing I've noticed here. So you gotta, because the thing is this too, you gotta understand. Listen, women dress like strippers at the gym, 100% okay with that. I would rather have them dress like strippers than dress like the fucking Stay Puft Marshall Man, okay? Or like the Michelin Man, okay? Or the Pillsbury Doughboy. Like, because that's what I see. Okay, that's what I see. And it's traumatizing, to say the most. Okay. But yeah, the women are broken on multiple levels. And you got to learn how to see past this, because even some of them that are beautiful, listen, if a woman is after the age of 35 and single, barring I'm not talking about you, Mandy, fucking please calm down, don't blow me up, okay? But if a woman is after the age of 35, very attractive, and single, something is wrong. Something is seriously wrong on a psychological level, because good product in America gets scooped up quickly. I've noticed that. And by good product, I mean good women. Okay? So, yeah. Hey, Basil Madad, what's up, bro? You've been hitting me up nonstop, man. I saw you checking my stories on Instagram. Saw you hitting me up on YouTube. Freaking, you're always like, where are you coming back? When are you coming back? I'm like, damn, man, this guy makes me feel like a great person. Guys, I first time streaming in the new studio. Do you guys like the new studio, by the way? Do you like the new studio? I feel like it's not bad, right? I mean, this is V1. When I came to America from Japan, right? All my stuff got held up in customs for 21 days because some idiot at customs, Martha, that's what the email said, got my paperwork wrong. And that was a nightmare. Everything, I would be here way earlier if that didn't happen. Can you imagine 3 weeks? Your whole life is delayed for 3 weeks. So, oh my God, what a time to be alive. Yeah. We are level. It's just that it's just like a camera angle thing. But yeah, we're looking good. Number 5. This one's gonna make some people angry, okay? But I've been seeing this, okay? Guys, I gotta say, the majority of men in America are simps. The majority of men, okay? Some guys are what I call the secret simps, okay? They act all gangster in front of their friends, but behind the scenes, the moment she raises her voice, it's like when I yell at Happy, if she poops in the house. Happy pooped on my yoga mat today. I didn't yell at her because I realized it's not good. But when I used to yell at her, she would put her tail in between her legs and be like, oh my God, Dad, please, I'm sorry. My brand new yoga mat, pooped all over it. Well, these guys have no backbone. These guys have the self-esteem of, I don't even know like how to compare them. It's just like, it's crazy. It is crazy. It is absolutely insane how much these guys put up with this. And I'll tell you why. And here's where we go into the deep inner game side of things, okay, my boys? Due to like the divorce stuff happening, right? What happens now is a lot of these men are coming from broken homes, and their mothers are single mothers. And typically, this is what happens. The single mother divorces dad. The dad's typically not that bad of a guy, but the mom is just like on a non-stop, endless propaganda tearing down of that young man's father. And what they do is the mother trashes the dad, trashes the dad, trashes the dad. And sometimes these mothers get mad at the little boys that they have because the little boy reminds them of the father that she left. And then she treats this little kid so poorly and so badly. A lot of these mothers, and it's so sick, and I've seen it happen with people in my own life. A lot of these mothers, they've divorced the father, and then what they do is what I call is like they make the son like the de facto husband. And they rob the son of his freedom, they rob the son of his youth, and they just like, the guys do it out of guilt because they don't want to abandon their mother. But at some point, your mother's got to let you go, bro. You got to cut the fucking umbilical cord, get your mom's titty out your mouth and go live. But the problem is a lot of these guys, because of these circumstances, have mommy issues. And they go looking for mommy in other women. And these women don't want to be your mommy. And I'm not saying in the sense where these fucking dumb American cunts are like, oh, I have to wash your clothes, I have to cook, I have to clean. What am I, your mother? What part of marriage and being a woman do you not understand? Clearly the whole part. But that's not the case. But these guys, a lot of these guys, actually do want the girl to be mommy. Okay? And it's very, very, very sick. And these guys simp because simping involves two broken people. The woman who's dragging the simp on, who knows psychologically this is an evil thing to do, but she's fucked up. And then the guy's fucked up, and you just have this fucked up, symbiotic, fucked up, toxic relationship that just is just not good for anybody involved. It's very, very, very deep. Yeah. Yeah, watch out for the Oedipal mother. Yeah, different from the Oedipal. It's the Oedipus complex. Yeah, I think it's an Oedipus, right? Oedipus complex, not Oedipal. Oedipus. It's really hot in this room, as you can see. Didn't plan this out. I need to get some fans. I have really high ceilings. The ceilings in here are about 11 and a half feet high, and boy, oh boy, yikes, it's hot. So, but the boys here, there's a lot of simping out here, bro. Shout out to Brandon Music, who just joined the Skool community, and shout out to Jack Starr, who just joined the Skool community. Love it having you boys here. Really excited to be putting this together and having you guys come and join us, man. It's going to be so much different now that I'm here on the ground. We're going to be doing so many more live events. We're going to be doing more Fight Club events, too. If you guys want to come and knuckle up, it's going to be a good time. But yeah, number 5. Majority of the men in America are just like the majority of the women in America are obese, and the majority of men in America are simps. Okay? So, that's the bottom 5. Don't forget, July 21st, we're going live with the Masculine Empowerment Network. If you haven't seen the story leading up to this, take a look right here.
What the hell? It's time to go.
久しぶりだな。急いでるみたいだな。アメリカでお前を待ってるやつのとこまで帰れると思うなよ。もう終わりにするか。死ねよお前。
声か声かやばいお前。
やめろから逃がさねえぞ。もう終わりだよ。
You know I usually work alone.
Everyone needs a little help sometimes.
Well, I guess we're even now.
You didn't even tell me you were leaving. You know, America is never going to change. The men are lost. The culture is broken.
I know. And I have to try.
It's gonna cost you a lot of trouble. Stay with me. We can do so much good from here.
I'm sorry. I can't. Gotta go.
Fine. Then I'll come with you.
Let's go. It's time to fight.
Let's just be real. Nobody fucking does better commercials than me. I'm sorry. I just gotta fucking. You know what? They're nerds. They're fucking nerds. They don't got panache. They don't got chutzpah. You know what that is, boys? They don't got the it factor. Because you know why? Do you think I make these fucking commercials for me? They're for you. Okay, they're to inspire you. They're to lift you up. They're to take your motivation to the next level. You see, everybody else focuses on themselves, and that's who they end up with. But I know the real game. I focus on you guys. And the rest is history, as you can tell. So, I mean, come on, is that not? How would you rate that commercial on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being amazing. I would give it, like, if I'm going to be real, like an 8.25. Critical vote, 8.25. There's some things that didn't come out the way I wanted it to. Nobody's perfect. But as AI gets better, you're going to see. You are going to see. Okay? Yeah, bros. So, yeah, go to skool.com/MLD. All lowercase, by the way. All lowercase. I'm going to have to talk to Alex about that. I don't like it. We're going to see what goes on. Not that he's going to really be like, oh, thanks a lot, asshole. Excuse me. But, yeah. Is that the Batman theme? Yeah, it was a combination of things that inspired me. It was obviously John Wick. It was The Batman. And the music was from The Dark Knight. And then some anime, a bunch of things inspired me. You know, you got to be creative. You got to make something, man. So yeah, good stuff. Very good stuff. But let's go back to the list. So let's get to count it down. The great news too about being here, I'm in the Eastern time zone with you guys. So like I can be a little bit more empathetic when it comes to time and being respectful of your guys' time. Because, you know, the latest I try to go to bed is midnight. I'm also considering switching to morning shows here in the United States. Really want to motivate you guys in the morning. So we'll see how everything plays out. But come and tell me your opinion. Come to skool.com/MLD. Join up. And I will tell you what I want to do. And you let me know if it's a good idea, bad idea. Because you are also very important. If not the most important thing here, right? Let's be honest. You are. Tony's such a nice guy. Gives it a 10. What if Alex Hormuz tells you to get rid of it? Then I'm going to get rid of it. Like, duh. Like, what the fuck? No shit. Yeah, of course. Bro, having a hard time finding... It has to be all lowercase. All lowercase. Billy, can you put the link in the chat for him? As you can see here, it's all lowercase. Skool.com/MLD. JMC436. I just got you. Let me know when you send it in. Because it totally works. Yeah, just right here. Click on that. Right here. Just click on that. Click on that. So let's go to number, let's see, what was that? That was number 6. 10, 9, 8, 7. Number 6 now. Number 6. Okay? Number 6 on the top 10 brutal truths of being back in America. Number 6 is both the men and the women do not know how to do the mating dance. The beauty of, like, for example, even in Japan, right? A lot of people like give Japanese guys a lot of guff, and they say like, oh, you know, they're gigantic pussies and stuff like that. But Japanese guys, in their own way, are very masculine in how they handle their women, and they know how to be men, and women know how to be women. And same thing when I just came back from Mexico. You see it in Colombia. You know, it's just these westernized countries in late stage capitalism that seem to just have the Goblin Army. That's really what that's what's happening. Okay? Really? Not 9.45? Please. Please. You better be giving me a 10. Okay? Judd Grover says, just got here. You were on the East Coast. Did you permanently move back to the States? No, I'm here. I'm here, baby. Listen, come talk to me and I'll tell you everything. Come to skool.com/MLD, all lowercase, and we'll get you in. We'll have your conversation. Tomorrow we're going live free. But yeah, so going back to that, they just don't know how to do the mating dance. It is a lost art here because it's cringe. Like, the guys don't know how to be smooth. They don't know how to have, like, masculine seduction skills. They don't know how to be slick. And then the women don't know how to be women. And it's just like both parties are so lost. So you at home as a man, okay, you have to really understand game, know game, and then have a rock solid frame too. Because if you don't have that, you've got nothing. Okay, you will fail. And I will tell you guys this too, from what I've noticed, is the default setting for all you guys is to end up alone in America. That is the default setting. You're gonna end up alone. And it's just, it's brutal. It's brutal. But if you don't know how to dance, how are you gonna dance? You can't even, if you don't know how to dance, you can't even choose a good dance partner. Okay? And that is something that here is, because, a lot of people say all you need to do is be, Jack the Giga Chad, like my good friend James S., who's like having women fawn all over him in Ohio, right? Even if this man looks like a modern day lumberjack mix of like a lumberjack Fabio, you guys just think that's the only thing, but he has good game. He knows how to talk and he knows how to manage these girls. But if you don't know how, like, if you guys just think all that matters is looks, all that matters is status and all that, but you don't know how to lead, you don't know how to guide, and you don't know how to have frame, and you don't have game, you're cooked. You're cooked. You're cooked. You cannot win. Okay? And this is not me like trying to manipulate you at a sales angle to like get you sign up for my stuff. I'm telling you from what I see here on the ground, on fucking ground zero. It is brutal. It is brutal what I'm seeing out here, boys. Okay? So you definitely, absolutely need game. It is a mandatory, because if not, you're going to end up alone. Don't believe me? If you don't believe me, look up all the loneliness stats. Look it up. Look up all these guys falling in love with AI. Okay? Look it up. Look it up. And that's another thing we're going to be talking about here, is the big wave that's coming to put people permanently unemployed with AI. Like when I like see these people who are like, oh, I was a graphic designer. I've never met a graphic designer that I liked, right? And because they're all just lazy, not really trying hard to like get an actual job. And now with image gen, your job just gone like that. I've fired all graphic designers. I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to deal with them. I just don't. Just like, sorry, you're a fucking talentless idiot. You take forever. Your shit's overpriced. It sucks. So glad AI replaced you. And it's going to come for more and more and more jobs. It's coming for more and more and more jobs. The stupid will be punished. You guys got about 2 to 5 years to make all your money, because things are going to get way harder after that. Yeah. So, robotics paid me well, but yeah, they're coming for you. No longer robotic. I bet you did. I bet you they did. But you got to learn the AI. You got to learn the dance, boys. You got to learn the mating dance, because it's wild. Okay. The next one is coming up here. Number 4. Brutal truth about America. Number 4, extremely brutal truth. Opportunity in America is everywhere if you're not lazy and you can focus. Guys, for you guys that don't know, I'm just going to reiterate. Guys, remember, I came from nothing, okay? My mom's here at the house, and she spends time with me here, and she helps me, because I just fucking refuse to do laundry and all this fucking shit. And so I pay my mom to do this shit, and I would rather give her the money and make her happy, and she's happy doing it. She would do it for free, let's be honest, but I love giving my mom money, But we came from nothing, and I was telling her when we were eating dinner, I got us, I have all the organic food and everything here, taking care of her and myself real well. And, she made some rapini, some rice, and some chicken tenders. And we were eating, and I said, Mom, look at this beautiful house. My house is 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 1,800 square feet. Not incredibly big, but big enough for me and way bigger than the fucking rat box that I was living. Well, you know, not really rat box. I was living in a 58th floor penthouse in Tokyo, but it was really small. And I was paying $4,000 a month in rent. And I just cringed and bit my teeth every month when I paid my fucking Chinese landlord. Not anymore. But I was just saying, Mom, look at what we've done. I love this country. I love America. I love this country so much. And it is, you know, I am literally the American dream. You know, son of an immigrant mother. My father, he was American, but you know, you guys know I never met him. I never met anybody on the white side of my family. Had to do a DNA test to find out I'm British and German ancestry. But there's just so much opportunity, guys. So if you're poor and broke in America, okay, it's on you. It's 100% on you. And it's on you in one of two ways. It's either you're lazy or you're stupid. And if you're stupid, I understand. And if you're lazy, well, enjoy your hell. Enjoy your hell. There is so much opportunity here. Even if they deleted my YouTube channel, deleted all my social media, whatever, dude, I would go out. I swear to God, I would go and fucking become a plumber. I would join some guild and learn plumbing skills and just make a multi-million-dollar plumbing business, okay? Easily. Easily. There's opportunity here everywhere, boys. And don't get it twisted. When I talk about the men not knowing their roles and the women not knowing their roles, if you're a man, you need to work. Period. Men work. You go. You're a protector. You're a provider. You go. You must learn to be a faithful steward with your money. You live below your means, and then you take that money and you don't save it, you invest it. You put it in the S&P 500, you put it in the Vanguard, or buy Bitcoin. Just literally put it into Bitcoin and don't look. Okay? And if you're a whole coiner, you've won. You've already won. Okay? You've already won. Full transparency, I'm living in a one-bedroom apartment here in Florida to buy a big home up north. That's amazing. You're the man, bro. You're the man. Luciana says, I love that you have your mom with you. I love my mom. You know, I love my mom. My mom's great. My mom's amazing. My mom got a facelift and a nose job, guys. She surprised the family. She didn't even tell anybody. I just woke up. I was in Tokyo and I called her and she sounded muffled. And I remember she mentioned it in passing. And I was like, Mom, did you actually go get that facelift? And she was like, yeah, don't get angry. I was like, did you sell your Solana to get it? She's like, no, I put it on her credit card. I was like, okay. Oh, all right. And it looks great. She looks beautiful. My mom does not look 59. I'm surprised. She looks phenomenal. So yeah, man. And look, too, if you guys have like, what I've noticed too, right, is that when guys, I'm going off on a side tangent here, but I want you to listen, okay? Excuse me. But I've noticed that a lot of guys that are like hypersexual and like, you know, like just like to an unhealthy degree, like keep on going after woman after woman after woman. The mommy issues manifest in one of two ways. In an unhealthy way, and where you just like hate all women, and then like you want every woman to be your mommy. And then the other side is like over sexualizing, hypersexualization, hypersexuality, just having sex with girl after girl after girl. I've never met a guy who's like super hypersexual that has a good relationship with his mother. So if you have a bad relationship with your mother and you're a man, you have to do your best to meet your mother where she's at, okay? And make peace, because your mother's going to die one day and you're going to lose her forever. So cherish those moments. And if you have a healthy relationship with your mother, understand that the battle is halfway won for you to get your dating life together, okay? That's something you really got to handle. But that's an important side note. As you guys know, I have a tendency to do that. King Dre always yells at me. He's like, you motherfucker can't focus. Like, I'm telling people to focus, and I can't. I'm like, because I'm just like a train, like I'm an open train of thought, just like a flowing, blah, you know. But yeah, you know, I know, right? That was my number one question to my mom. I was like, did you sell your Solana out to do this? Please tell me you didn't sell your Solana. Okay, mom's got a nice little. I'm not gonna say it on the air, but mama's paid. I'm a great son. Got to tell you. You know, I always tell my mom too. I'm like, Mom, aren't you glad I'm not a loser? I was like, could you imagine? I asked my mom today. I was like, Mom, could you imagine if I was like 300 pounds and unemployed? She's like, please don't say that. She's like, I'm having a good day. Can you just not put those thoughts in my head? I'm like, all right. You know. But yeah, guys, I love my mom. And if you have like a bad relationship with your mother, if it's fixable, sometimes it's just not fixable. It is what it is. But if there's, just meet her where she's at. Be sweet. Just be good to your mother, guys. It's good. It's healthy for you too. And if you come from a family, it's a little broken. Like our family's a little broken at the beginning. We put the pieces back together these days. I'm the one really leading the charge on that. But be good to your mothers, guys. It's good for you. It's really good for you. How you treat your mom is kind of a reflection of how you're going to treat the women in your life too. So just be good. Just be good. Be sweet to your mothers, okay? But yeah, going back to my original thing, number 4 was, opportunities everywhere, guys. Opportunity is everywhere in America. Anoop is, is my Indian brother here. He wrote it too, He says here, this is really important because this guy's a very successful man and he's a good guy. I met this guy, digitally met him, But he says, yes, as an immigrant, I can definitely vouch for American opportunity. It's hard to explain to Americans. There just aren't need help signs in India for retail service roles. Yeah. Like you got to go, like no offense, but India's a shithole. Like people are like, do you want to go to India and see your heritage? I'm like, no, I don't. I don't want to go to India at all. Like, and I've been around the world. I've been to third world countries. I've been to these places. And like when you just see poverty and desolation, you come home to America and people are like, I only have a 2018 car. I only have an iPhone 15. I'm such a loser. It's like, can you just fucking chill? Jesus Christ, bro.
Uh-oh, retard alert.
You're going to be all right, bro. You're going to be all right, okay? But anyways, oh, what a nice guy. Listen, I'm gonna give him another shout out. Roy F., the BlackRock pimp, a man who's battling cancer. He just reached out to me on Telegram, says, hey man, I just want to let you know I really appreciate the shout out on your live today. I'm grateful for the support and the group you've created and the guidance you give out. That was super nice of you, Roy. I'll do it again and again and again. Guys, W Roy in the chat for our boy Roy, who's fucking gonna beat cancer. He's a great man. He's pushing through. He's doing well. He's feeling a little down today, guys. Just give him some love, give him some support. Luciana, can you DM him and make him feel better? You're really pretty, Latina. But yeah, let's get some W Roys up again. W Roy for you right there. Shout out to you. We're just gonna throw these up on the chat, man. W Roy, man, you're a great guy. Don't worry about it. Roy's our boy. Roy's our boy. Boy, W Roy, W Roy, W Roy. You got this, bro. We love you, man. You're gonna be okay, brother. You're gonna be A-okay. Shout out to the big guy. So, big ups to you, my friend. No, we're here for you, big guy. We're here for you. Let's wrap it up. So we got our top three, okay? Number three, what I have noticed, okay? Men drastically need help with game and frame. Look at this, Freud, the super hot Latina, Luciana, is shouting you out, bro. If that don't cheer you up, I don't know. Okay? Don't say you kill me. Oh, you're talking about me. Yeah. Look at that. You got a beautiful Latina, thick old sexy thing telling you, get ready. Get well. We love you, buddy. This is real deal. We love you. But But men in America are starving for game and frame. I've noticed that. It is brutal. Men are starving for game and starving for frame. Okay? And this is evident in the culture. Because I will tell you something, okay? So when I came back to America, right, I got stopped by the most obnoxious, gigantic, fat American woman. Okay? And she was Customs and Border Control in Detroit. Another shithole. You got a shithead and a shithole. It's environments. And the gun you saw the gun that I had in the flashback of the commercial? That is a Terran Tactical John Wick replica gun. And they opened my bags and they're like, because this doesn't have an orange tip in it, you're in violation. So we need to detain you and we need to fucking fill out some paperwork and we need to confiscate the gun when you may or may not receive it. I was just like, great. Fantastic. Oh, so happy to see my tax dollars hard at work with your fat ass. So anyways, she starts talking shit to me because she's rude. I was like, you don't have to be rude like that. She's like, what did you say? Why don't you say it with your face? Are you a man? Say it with your chest. I was like, you fucking hood rat. Okay, you fat, disgusting hood rat. And she started acting all unprofessional, and all the men around her. These are guys with guns. These are Border Patrol agents. Put their tail in between their legs and didn't say shit. And I was like, what an unruly animal. What a disgusting pig of a human being. Not because she's fat, but because of her behavior. And moreover, the most disgusting part was watching all the men just cower away and tolerate this shit. I couldn't believe it, you know? The good news is this. Because of the need of game and frame, there are men, which we, at the very beginning in 2019, when we had, the Rule Zero group, and when everybody didn't have their faggot ass, whatever, they didn't have their egos in the fucking game, egos up their ass, and, we started leading the charge, and then more. We gave birth to more content creators, and we gave birth to more things. And didn't you notice? The more that guys are fighting back online, the women are literally getting back into the kitchen. So you know what that means? It's like when you're fighting someone that's like whooping your ass, and then you smack them with a good jab, or you hit them with a good right straight, and then they start to bleed, or then they get wobbled a little bit, and you're like, I can win this fight. And guys, do not forget that you're a fucking man. All of you. Okay? The reason why America is in such a terrible shape is because of the men. It's not because of the women. Okay, it's because of the men. It's because the men are simps. The men are weak. The men don't have the courage to fight back. The amount of guys that I know that are like the fucking lion from Wizard of Oz. Little fucking courage, the cowardly lions. They look all, they're like, oh yeah, look at me, bro. I got like these cool photos, and I look cool on Instagram. Oh yeah, I'm top G, cool guy. Look at me, bro, so cool. Oh yeah. The minute a girl tells them something, oh, okay, I'm so sorry. Oh, anything for you, honey. Oh, just please make sure, give me some breast milk and tuck me in at night and stroke my head. Tell me it's gonna be okay, please, please, mommy. Fucking crazy. Unreal. If you got no game, and you got no frame, you're lost. It is what it is. You will be tortured by life. You will absolutely be tortured by life. Shout out to Adam. Shout out to Joel, who just joined us on Skool.com/MLD. All lowercase. And guys, everything is so fucked up here in this country, okay, with the people. It reminds me of the quote from the movie Minority Report with Tom Cruise. And when he said, "In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king." The dudes here are so bad. They're such pussies. They're so just such bottom feeders. The bottom of the barrel. Okay? These girls don't even know what it's like to get with a real man. But as soon as they do, especially American girls, as soon as they get a taste of it, they're hooked. They are so in. They are so down for you. But you just got to get past that initial bitterness that a lot of them have, which is not from men, it's from their daddy. Like, the women got daddy issues, the boys got mommy issues. Welcome to the fucking cyberfuck 2025 of America. You know? So, the men are starving for game and frame. If you got that, the world's your oyster, boys. The world's your oyster. Shout out to everybody watching me on X. We got 91 people watching me on MLD Motivation. Follow me on X if you want to see some real wild rants. I just vent and say whatever the fuck I want on X. But yeah, check it out. We're here down to number 2. Top 2. Okay, top 2. What I've noticed, brutal truth about America, okay, is being at peace with yourself is the highest currency paid in this country. Okay? I saw a meme the other day, and there's a little guy there, and there's a TV in front of him, and it says crap. There's a phone in his hand, and it says crap. There's food next to him, and it says crap. And he's taking in all this crap, and then the next scene it says, "Why do I feel like crap?" So funny. So funny. Guys, that is the biggest W. Because I've noticed that a lot of people in America are just mentally tormented. A lot of people in America are not in a good place. Okay? But if you can have a clean, healthy mind and be happy. I have noticed, okay, full transparency. I wake up in the morning, okay? I take my pre-workout. I start listening to K-pop. And I blast K-pop in my Tesla. And I sing, and I'm happy all the way to the gym. I'm not going to let the cancer of the earth drag me down, okay? And I sing in the song. I dance, in the car. I like to dance. Dance is a little hobby of mine. And people look at me like and are offended that I'm happy. Like, if you smile, people are like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" It's like, motherfucker, what is wrong with you? What happened to you as a child? Like, I'm sorry that you're so miserable that you want the world to be miserable, but you're not going to rob me of my happiness. No. And it is a form of, like, envy. They get mad. They get jealous. They get, like, just so bent out of shape just because you're happy. And that is the biggest flex. Because, a lot of those Japanese motherfuckers are pretty miserable too, bro. Talk about misery. That was another thing in Tokyo. People are just miserable in Tokyo. And exactly. This is funny. Walking through a grocery store is the only way to. Is only the really old people that are pleasant to interact with. Dude, I work out. There's like a YMCA here that I work out at, and I love to go to the gym super early in the morning and talk to all the old white people. That is my favorite thing to do. Hand on my heart, swear to God. I met a nice cool guy named Jerome today. He's an older black guy. He's probably like in his late 40s, early 50s. He was really cool. He's smart. He's like an IT consultant. He drives a Mercedes, so I was like kind of sizing him up. I'm trying to make like strategic, good connections too. And I met a nice lady. She's a little bit. I think she's like in her mid 40s. She's a data scientist. She's very sweet. She's like very diligent in her workouts, and the older people are like happy and stuff. Hal and Ginger, they're a couple. They're like both like 90. I think it's like Hal is like 95 and Ginger's like 89, 92, something like that. And they're happy, but it's like, bro, everybody else is like low key, not even low key, like high key miserable. So if you can have inner peace, you don't need the material bullshit. You don't need all this crap, I'm happy to be back in the States. I have a butcherbox.com subscription. I have all organic, hormone-free, regenerative food comes to my front door, delivered right away. $300 a month. That's a deal. Kidding me? All my meats, it's lit. Take care of the body. Take care of the mind. And one thing I'll say too is when you guys are here in America, all right, when you get the nasty look, when you get like the passive aggressive thing, remember, those people being nasty, okay, those people doing those nasty things and being nasty, when someone judges you, look at them and in your mind ask yourself, is this person's judgment of me worthy? Right? If you see a girl and she's just turbo cunt everywhere she goes, you really can't take it personally because she's fucked up in the head. She's super fucked up. Let her go. Sayonara, baby. I salute you on whichever man's your life you're making terrible. Okay? But don't take that the wrong way. Like I took Happy to the beach, right? I drove to the East Coast, and then shout out to Brandon who just signed up, and Porfirio who also signed up for Skool. I drove like to the East Coast of Florida, and I went over to like the Daytona Beach area. If you don't know, the Daytona Rolex is named after Daytona Beach. Me and Happy, we were on the beach, had the Tesla. We drove on the water, we drove on the beach. And there's these two girls just like, there. And they just like giving me the most stank eye. Just like, it's like, bitch, this is a public place. Like they were just mad because I was in the general vicinity, and I was just like, what? But they were ugly, so I was like, fuck these bitches. I don't give a fuck about them, But I was just thrown off for a second. I was like, what is wrong with it? Maybe they're mad because they're ugly. I don't know. But, it's just, hey, it is what it is, right? You got to just kind of roll the punches sometimes, because if you just let everybody's misery jump on you, then you're just going to be equally miserable, right? So don't even let the judgment of those really affect you. Like if somebody's like a multimillionaire, happy, successful, and they judge you, you should be like, oh fuck, shit, I should probably look in the mirror and figure this shit out. But if it's like some goblin, it's like, you just chill. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one experiencing this. Michael, the problem is not you. The problem is them. I've met you. Mike, I would have told you to fuck off and never talk to me again and never join into my communities if you weren't a good guy. So, no. Internalize that and start building your self-esteem up now. The problem is not you at all. I would let you know, and you know I would let you know. Okay. And I said all that to say this on the great triumphant MLD return, which was filled with everything I'm known for. Camera troubles, showing up late, wild tangents to the left, wild tangents to the right, and dunking on fat American women. All of this has brought us to the number one point that I would like to say. And that is this. The top 10 brutal truths about America today. Number one is America is still the best country in the world to live. Period. 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 You're wrong. If you disagree with me, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. I'm gonna stop you right there. You're wrong. Okay, we got the best stock market to invest in. We got the biggest, best houses. We have some of the best facilities, gym facilities here. We have so much. There's so much. There's bountiful, endless, bountiful things. America changed my life. Because of America, I've made millions of dollars, and I'm not trying to flex, but I'm trying to tell you that the opportunity is here. And if you can't see it, open your eyes. Search your feelings. You know it's true. Okay? America is still the best country in the world, guys. I'm not glazing. So damn, I never see the day MLD's glazing. Listen, I'm not glazing, okay? This is the truth. Glazing is, you're kind of laying it on thick. Bro, I've been around the world, okay? I went to Mexico. Loved the Mexican people. I was in Mexico City. Sweet, amazing, nice people everywhere. Just so sweet and nice. I don't want to live there. Japan, super safe, clean streets, right? But no thank you. Iranai desu. Dame desu. No. No. America is the best country in the world. Okay? It's the best country in the world. We got the best infrastructure. We got the best plumbing. We got the best houses. If you can't make it in America, that's on you. That is on you. Okay? Period. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay? We got the reserve currency. We're leading the charge in crypto right now. We got a great president. May or may not be controlled by Israel, but we'll figure out that soon enough. But despite all those things, and that's why everybody's fighting to get in here. That's why everybody's like, literally fighting to get in here. So, don't let the heaviness of what you see in the media, don't let people talk you out of it. If your friends say America sucks, get new friends. Okay? I put my money where my mouth is, and I'm here. Yeah, leading the charge in AI as well. Absolutely. Okay? So, and it is the best. You ain't lived abroad. I'll tell you right now, Wayne Smith. You haven't lived abroad. That's why you don't know. You don't know. You guys don't know. Okay? You don't know. Could you imagine being stuck in fucking shithole Canada? Could you imagine being stuck in fucking anywhere in South America? No. No, thank you. No, I don't want the cartel to come to my house and blow my brains out. No, I don't. Okay? I like my guns in my house in America. And boys, let me tell you something. In my area, there are
Shut
bears.
up and take my money.
There are bears. Okay? Shout out to Yellow Joe. What is that? 400 Hong Kong dollars. I don't even know how much that is. Is that a lot of money? MLD is the truth. Glad you back teaching us the savings bank. God bless the USA. Say hello to your mother for me. I'm sure she is awesome. Thank you so much for that 400 Hong Kong dollars. Making my day as I end the stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. And listen up. I'm going to be here pretty much every day, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to probably miss a show or two because I got to go meet Alex on Friday. So I have to fly out to Vegas. I'm flying out to Vegas on Thursday, touchdown Friday, flying out on Saturday because I don't want to stay on Sunday because Topuria versus Oliveira is on Saturday. So, I mean, I know the airports are going to be a nightmare on Sunday. So I'm getting out of there on Saturday. So much love to all you boys. Thanks so much for being here. And again, if you want to get ahead of it, if you want to get free coaching from me from now for literally a month. If you jump in right now, you can get a month free of coaching. Skool.com/MLD, all lowercase. And we're going to go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Free Zoom coaching. I'll be answering all your questions in the Zoom in the school as well. And until then, we'll be back tomorrow with the Tokyo Crypto Show. We got so much to cover. So much has happened, bros. Until then, I'll see you later. Peace out.